Known for the stormy skies that frequent the territories throughout the year.
I hope I don't poo-poo my pants. That's all I gotta say.
It's also a region once defined by the rise of an angsty subculture.
So tonight is controversy.
And known around the globe as a beacon of technological innovation.
In 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Harlem was a nice place to go and refuel. Raise a glass. I love that.
I always wanted to have my own practice. I always wanted to build something from scratch.
Barb Pexa is taking you on this once-in-a-lifetime journey. Whether finding your next home, your favorite venue, or simply living your American dream, you can do it in the Pacific Northwest. From the Puget Sound to the Cascade Mountains to the booming metropolis of Seattle, there's a little something for everyone.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Thanks for coming.
It is freezing.
I'm sure it's a little bit colder than San Diego,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
I don't know if I have enough warm or clothes on me, but we'll do what we can, right?
We'll just do our best. I thought we'd start here. This is here the home of the Snoqualmie Falls at the Salish Lodge. It's one of the most visited spots in all of the greater Seattle area. And one of my favorites is back in 1990, I used to be a big fan of Twin Peaks, the show.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gotten a great cult following, and I think it's really cool, kind of dark and stormy and funky Pacific Northwest. So I thought we'd check it out.
Awesome, that's it.
Okay. One of my favorite things to bring all my new clients to here is the falls. I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's so picturesque, the scenery itself. I love it.
It is. So right down here we've got the main falls.
Okay.
It falls way, way, way down there. The water is really flowing at a high rate today because we've had a lot of rain in the area. And it's really beautiful. From these windows right here at the Salish Lodge, you can have a really fantastic meal. The Salish is a high-end luxury boutique hotel.
Very nice.
No, just find the light in honesty, 'cause I've never been good at telling stories. Yeah, we're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. We're gonna drive all day. We're gonna ride this wave until it breaks. All I know, yeah, all I know.
All right, Barb, this has been a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for showing me this.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to see what else Seattle has to offer. What do you got for me?
Next, we're going to head down to Seattle on Lake Union, and we're going to hit up Gasworks Park. I've never totally understood why it's so famous, but it is where we have our 4th of July fireworks every year, and everybody loves it.
Okay, I'm down to check it out.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Welcome back. We're taking you on a tour of one of the coolest locations in the United States, the Pacific Northwest. One of the great things about this show is you learn all about the cities you thought you already knew. I mean, I had no idea Twin Peaks was shot right outside of Seattle. Next up, Barb is taking us on a tour around Gasworks Park. Check it out.
All right, this is pretty amazing, but what the heck is it?
You know, it's pretty interesting. This is an old site of the Seattle Gas Company.
Okay.
And they've turned it into a really popular Seattle park. We have our 4th of July fireworks here.
Very cool, very cool. And it's nice view of downtown Seattle.
Yep, this area right here is called South Lake Union.
Perfect.
And part of the reason they have the fireworks here is it's surrounded by water, so the water's just packed with boats. People come here, they can be underneath the fireworks.
Okay.
And of course, you know the company Amazon.
Of course, everybody does.
Yeah, our headquarters are right down here.
Very nice, and it feels like a movie like Sleepless in Seattle, right?
Yeah,
Got that feel?
Well, you're right. So if you look out here along all these floating houseboats out there, those are the sorts of homes that Sleepless in Seattle were filmed on. And another thing that downtown Seattle is well known for that's fairly unique.
Yeah, for sure. It's just that unique look of real estate, and also just like the atmosphere is a different change from what I'm used to anyway in San Diego, right?
So yeah, I think it's a really cool part of Seattle. It's artistic and edgy and industrial. And, oh my God, is that a drone up there?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Did somebody crash their drone on it? That's a piece of equipment to lose. Hey Diane, and this is the house I've been talking about, wanting to show you.
Very nice.
We are up here in Bellevue on Cougar Mountain.
Okay.
And this home is built by the Buchan builders, and they're a real classic traditional builder in Seattle. They do mostly high-end listings.
I've noticed, it's got that classic look to it, right? The vintage, but also traditional form of it.
It's very traditional. They make it just modern enough. With all the great top-of-the-line appliances and fixtures, but in a very traditional mode. But hands down, my favorite space in this house is the outdoor living room.
Of course, nice.
As you know, we're in Seattle and we get a lot of rain. So I think all home builders should put these outdoor living rooms in their houses. It's got
covered all the way through. Oh, that's cool.
Covered all the way through, gas fireplace, gas heaters. And a 48-inch grill with hood system, which is fantastic.
What type of buyer do you see purchasing this home?
My guess is probably a family, something like that. But with the main floor ensuite room, we can also have
like a
multi-generational living.
Perfect.
Which is really big in these, I would say, these days in this part of the country.
All right, Barb, rumor has it that you do something special for your buyers. What is it?
We cater and host our buyers' housewarming parties as their thank you present for choosing to work with our team. I come from the restaurant business, and it was a perfect carryover for high-end customer service, sociability. It's just the highlight of their process, we think. We send out the invitations, we send out the thank you cards, we get to mingle and meet all of their favorite family and friends, and it's really a lot of fun. Sometimes we have a little bit too much fun, but that's how we think we have a great customer base.
Well, nothing like, you're working with these clients and buyers, right? So you get to know them in the process of buying their home. So what better way than to throw them a party in their housewarming party?
We could not agree more. And it seems almost sacrilegious not to take that process all the way through and help them celebrate. We cater it, we bring wine, we bring Prosecco, we do a toast. We even have cute little aprons we've made with our team logo and our names. So we really have a lot of fun with it.
Good for you, that sounds great.
Yeah.
We live just at the trailhead of one of the many trails that run along Cougar Mountain. And you walk among huge maples and evergreens. Maple leaves as big as your head, they're just giant. This home, which sits on Cougar Mountain, 1,000 feet above Lake Sammamish, and with a beautiful view of a 10,700-foot volcano called Mount Baker, which is snow-covered year-round. I love to write thrillers that are really a combination of really good stories, interesting characters, very dynamic human conflict, but also on the edge of science. And the Seattle area is very vital to that, with the University of Washington, with the Primate Research Center, with the very modern architecture that blends in with the very old architecture. It provided a very good setting, and you could really get the feel of Seattle and the surrounding area. But also, it entered into the conflict and the challenges of, trying to move across all those different terrains and meet some of the challenges that we set up in the book. You could almost feel the oxygen levels go up and the stress levels go down. And that is how I would sell Seattle to someone just coming in.
That house is so cool. Right up on the hill overlooking Lake Sammamish, that's got to be one of the best locations on the block. It just has such a thriller feel to it. It all makes sense as to why Steve Hadden chose that location. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen his novels, go check them out. I know I will. Who doesn't love a thriller? Next up, we're checking in on one of our partners in your area. Hit it.
New York City is all about secrets, and it's all about history. And sometimes the secret is just a little corner of Central Park that you love. Sometimes a secret is an early snowfall. Sometimes the secret is in the stories. And the home that I'm about to show you is really seated in history and secrets, and I love it. The building has an historical side. It used to be a hospital. It's been repurposed into one of the better condos on the Upper West Side with lots of amenities and a great staff and a really great seat right in front of Central Park. I love its round turrets. I love its slate roof. And I really love its secret garden and its big new tower, complementing it in every way. Little known fact, here's a secret. So this rock behind you is called Manhattan Schist, and it is that rock that the glaciers carved. You can really see it a lot in Central Park, and that is what our buildings, our big skyscrapers are anchored into. That is what they mined out of our land to make subway tunnels. They took all those rocks, threw them on Long Island, and made jetties out of them. Manhattan Schist, very strong. You can still see the striations. That's one secret I love. Oh, here's another. I love that this neighborhood, this part of the Upper West Side was called Bloomingdale. So this was a huge plantation that terraced down to the river with lots of cattle and sheep and all the things plantations have. And the Bloomingdale family, maybe the same name as the store, Bloomingdale's, I'm not sure of that. They own this whole area, and this was their farm. And then right up here, a few blocks up, begins the village of Harlem. It really was a village. It was a Dutch village, and it used to take a long time on a horse to get from Lower Manhattan, which was Manhattan, right around the Wall Street, and to get all the way up to Harlem was a nice stop for your horses, and it was a nice, safe place to go and refuel and stay in a tavern. Raise a glass. I love that. Manhattan Avenue between 105th and 106th Street, one of the prettiest blocks in New York City. You've seen this block before on TV. It's famous. You've seen it on Law and Order, lots of movies. I just love it because it's low on both sides, which is rare in New York, and the architecture is so gorgeous, so pretty. You know, one thing I love about this building, this is a bit of history, is those turrets in the historic building. Those were built at a time when people thought, so I've heard, that germs didn't live in corners. I wonder if that works. I love a journey through a lobby, up onto a landing with just a few apartments, just a few, because you transition from the hustle and bustle of the city and into this space right here. A front row view of Central Park. This big open living room flows so beautifully to the dining room. To have a dining room in New York City that also has another park view, pretty special. This pass-through kitchen is practical, and I like that it's not open because sometimes you just feel like you're in a cooking show. This one, tucked away, nice. 3 bedroom suites. My favorite bedroom is right here, and here's why. Western light, big window, hugging New York. I love it. I think I would put a desk literally right here. I don't think I'd get any work done. But wait, there's more. The real master bedroom is over here. Now this room trumps it all in scale, in light, in view, the bathroom. Marble, a step-in shower, a deep soaking tub, dual sinks. Every bedroom deserves a hall, a separation that unfolds, walking backwards, into a king-size bedroom. Huge bed, 3 big windows facing west. This is another sunset view room. This room also has 1 big walk-in closet and another big walk-in closet. This is a beautiful master suite. This is a great sunset room. This is a pin drop quiet place. I love it. You know, when you live in a view home, a home with a big view, really the view is art, and it's ever changing every day. New colors, new movements, new things to see. Every season brings a new dynamic, and the light changes throughout. That is a priceless thing. And I heart this place and this city. This is my American dream. Thanks for coming by.
Eyes wide open, take it all in. The hearts have spoken. Let it begin.
Hey, Mark.
Ready to fly?
We're ready to fly.
Right.
How's this going to go? Can you tell us how this is going to go today?
You're each going to be tied together with a professional certified tandem instructor.
Good to know.
One-on-one. You're in front, the instructor's in back, and you are going to fly off this mountain, Poo-Poo Point in Issaquah, out into the blue yonder.
You ready? I hope I don't poo-poo my pants. That's all I gotta say. How high are we?
We're at 1,700 feet over the valley, 1,800 foot mean sea level. It's a beautiful view today. It's a great day to fly.
The sun came out first. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thanks so much for let's do this.
To call home. We are the moonlight and midnight blue. Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you. Steady.
Barb invited us here to jump off of this cliff, so we're all here together right now.
Waiting for that
Frozen,
moment.
but loving it.
We're gonna repay the favor by having Barb come out to our party tonight, Controversy, Beyonce vs. Rihanna, and we're gonna dance all night long. Yes, this is Black Gatsby, and I'm Discoshrine.
She is so extra right now.
And we
Cut that last part. Cut that last part.
I'm Discoshrine, and we are signing off the mountain like, hey.
Into the silence we echo through. I've been waiting for so long just to find you. Just to find you.
Nope, won't, couldn't, I can't. Jump off a mountain? Diane, major kudos to you. I'm proud beyond words. While I catch my breath, we're sending you over to another expert in your market. Let's go.
Coming out of law school, the economy was pretty bad. No one was hiring. It was a really hard time to even get an interview anywhere. So finally found a job where I was working pretty much 7 days a week. And to subsidize my income, I started taking on clients my spare time. And it kind of grew in a way where I was able to take all those clients and venture out on my own. I always wanted to have my own practice. I always wanted to build something from scratch. After a while, once I had the experience, I wanted to be able to grow. You know, I look back and see where I was a year ago, and every year I saw tremendous growth, not only from a legal standpoint, but from entrepreneurship standpoint. I started hosting a lot of CE courses for real estate brokers, educating them on new developments, construction, contracts, and everything else. We started hosting a lot of lunch and learns with mortgage brokers, developers, and investors, real estate brokers, kind of getting everyone together. And that's how I was able to build up my network and expand my company. Our client base varies tremendously. We have developers, sellers, buyers. We represent conventional lenders as well as private lenders. On the other side, we have business owners. It's great to see someone come to you with an idea, and for us to structure this on paper and help them transition from something that they had in their head to actually physically forming a business. I do look at myself more as an entrepreneur than an attorney. At the end of the day, it's how you conduct yourself. I'm looking at my practice as a business, and what do I need to do to make this business grow? Especially today in the new digital world with social media and everything else, we always make sure that our brand, our name is out there. Our clients are always exposed to us, and they can contact us pretty much through any venue, whether it's email, phone, text messages, social media, messaging, or anything else. We're always accessible. And right now we're going to take a walk to Bryant Park, which is only a few blocks away from here. We're going to meet Rena, who is a real estate broker out here from Miami, and we'll talk a little bit about new developments and investment opportunities in South Beach.
Hey Rena, welcome to Bryant Park. This is our winter village. What brings you here today?
Well, I'm back. I love Bryant Park, by the way. This is actually one of my favorite spots. I'm so glad that we're meeting today. I have a lot to talk to you about. Figured I'd bring a little warmth from South Florida.
We definitely need that.
It's getting chilly. We're going to snow tomorrow. So I need to speak with you because I'm selling a project in-house. It's called Sophie Bay Harbor. It's in Bay Harbor Island. We feel that a lot of our buyers are actually going to come from New York. So I would love to get you involved.
Absolutely.
As an attorney.
A lot of, potential clients here, especially my clients. We have a lot of investors that, when it gets cold, they want to go there.
Exactly. So this is actually the perfect timing. As it's getting cold here, I'll come and show, lots of pictures of sunny, beautiful Florida and get everyone nice and warmed up to go.
How big is this new project?
Actually, it's a very small boutique project, this particular one. I come here for a lot of different reasons, but this one, we have 20 units remaining to sell. The price per square foot is around $500 per square foot, give or take. You do not have that in New York. Can we get some coffee? I'm really cold.
Let's go get some coffee.
I'm a junkie for real estate, right? People are fascinated with real estate in New York City.
Thank you, David. Best partner.
Yes.
There's nobody better to show us around than Richard Steinberg of Douglas Elliman.
Anybody successful in New York City has gone through some failures. If success was easy, it wouldn't be as fulfilling.
Here we are in Soho, about to go see Ben Glazer.
Gonna hit a few shots with my good pal David Fallerino. Ryan's going to show us around the real estate here, take us around the neighborhood.
He is the host of a show called The American Dream. Dave Fallerino, welcome to the episode.
I think it's really cool to start here and introduce Sarah. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what
This makes me want to move to Seattle. It's awesome and it checks all the boxes. Scenic, Twin Peaks, jumping off mountains, beautiful parks, and some of the coolest nightlife. Sign me up.
I